With every live stream, I get more and more comfortable with not making my bed. Take a flower shower.
Woo, woo, woo.
Ba, 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 ba. That vaguely sounds like that other song. I'm not gonna go for it. Should we go? See this? Not me. Anyway. Bum, 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 bum.
Hello.
Well, okay.
It's morning here, so I'm gonna say good morning.
Good morning.
Ha. It's a vine. Good morning.
Oh.
Ha.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Hello,
ears.
Cheryl.
It's so heavy.
You know, Jimmy's really cute.
What?
I'm laughing at Jimmy's face. So great. Have you seen that video of Yoongi like blinking both eyes? You know, going back and forth? Yeah. But like his without moving like the rest of his face, so it's just like really natural.
Whoa, no, I haven't.
Yeah. I saw it the other day and I was like, that's impressive. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I love him so much.
We're doing that thing where we wait for 3 minutes.
So while we're doing it, we're just gonna talk about BTS. So like literally last night, I was just like hella emotional because I love Tae so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like dying because I miss him. And I miss Jimin. He hasn't tweeted.
I saw that tweet of yours where you were like, he hasn't tweeted in 9 days and I miss him.
Yeah, I just got a wave of like, wow, I miss him so much. He hasn't tweeted. What? Who's here?
Damn, I didn't get it that time.
Wait, can I try?
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly air.
It's free air.
Yeah.
I know. I see the number moving up and down, but I don't know who's here. Sunday, 10:20. It's already 10:20. What? I didn't check what time it was. That's not what I want. Ooh.
Oh.
It is 2:20 a.m. in Manila. That is late. I just wanted to see something.
You up? I'm trying to see something.
Mm-hmm. Trying to see. Well, I mean, it's after 3 minutes, even though there's only 2 of you here. 1 of you here.
You heard my whistling and said nope.
Well, for the people who are watching, the reason I labeled it super stickers is because we got this email from YouTube that was like, super stickers are here. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What makes them super? Oh, that's not going to show. No? Yes? See, it says, what makes them super? And they were like talking about, hi, Mark.
Hi.
It was like, super stickers are live. Now you can easily recognize and shout out your most engaged fans while they bedazzle your live chat. And I was like, bedazzle your live chat? What does that mean? So that's why I labeled it that. Ooh, really changed the lighting with showing my phone. There we go. And I wanted to wait till Nadia was here because I got that email maybe Thursday. Not sure.
Oh, is this the camera just like eek. I'm gonna sit back.
Now I'm already on like the most brightness. Sit back, think about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys.
You is
For me, it is 2-something a.m. Like 2:22 a.m. where you are. That's wild.
How are we doing? We're doing well. We just had breakfast with our parents in our backyard.
Yes. My mom was very excited because Nadia's here. So I literally was up, chilling on the couch, playing games on my phone. And she walks in and she's like, how about we wait for Nadia to get up so we can have breakfast together? And I was like, okay, Mom, I was going to wait anyway. I'm not hungry yet.
I was sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very sleepy. Like always. But yeah, I woke up and my mom was like, I made breakfast. And I was like, yay. Yeah, so far we're doing well. It's the beginning of our day.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are going to be picking up Diego and Ruben, who are also creators on this channel who haven't been here for a while. Like maybe vaguely in some stuff. It was so funny. You went backwards and then it got dark again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Although it is relatively dark in my room. Nadia, you should. Oh my God. And then, well, yes, but I was talking about these. This line right here. There you go. It's like, what is right there?
5:25. No, I'm not gonna try to do the accent. In Australia.
Mark, have you gotten your letter yet? Because I'm nervous. Ever since someone said that they didn't get their first letter, I felt bad, and I was like, I don't know how to make this better. What day did I send them out? It was the week of Halloween. That's when I sent out the October ones. They were postcards. And I sent them out on Monday the 28th. It is now November 10th. So it's like almost 2 weeks later. Have you gotten your postcard yet? I need to know. I don't know how long the travel time is between the US and Australia. But I'm hoping postcards get to you guys faster. Which reminds me, we should write the November postcards today.
Okay.
Oh, I have a pimple coming up right here and I can feel it. Feeling it. Well, no, it's like under my skin right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I have. I switched to a new skincare routine, so it's like, it's in the point where it's like, it's going to get worse before it gets better, I hope. But yeah, so.
You don't know if you have, stress. I can make it better. Because the thing is, the postcards wouldn't return to the P.O. box, but like the first letters I sent out had the return address of my P.O. box, so I was so confused when the other, I think it was Paul, who lives in the UK, said that he hadn't gotten his. I was like, but I didn't get it back in the mail. Thank you. Have you ever told the story on the live stream of you getting recognized?
Oh, no. So I have a friend that I met online, and like we were hanging out one day, and like she's from the Philippines, so it's like she has family back there still. And then she like posted a picture like of me on her like Snapchat story, and then like one of her little sisters, she's like young, like texted her asking like who I was. And then she was just like, oh, like it's my friend Nadia. Why? And she was just like, oh, I've seen her on YouTube before. So it's like, I think she was a subscriber. Like she said she was a subscriber. She was like, what's her YouTube channel name? And she was like, Lovely Wolf. She was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. It was, honestly, I'm not going to lie. It was a big moment for me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a big moment.
Yeah. It felt so good. I was like, wow, wild. Like, yeah.
I totally see that as something to be happy about and proud of. We talked about it last live stream. Don't worry, my bangs are still there. I just didn't feel like they are gross right now.
My hair is not here. This is.
I know, she just cut it recently.
yesterday. Yes.
It's still so soft.
Oh
But this week is the last week of November we'll be posting.
yeah.
And then we're gonna take a little break while we get ready for December.
Yes.
Which I haven't talked about more with Nadia. We talked originally, we started planning things out, but I already started filming for December. So what's gonna happen is the first week's gonna be Fourth Impact, and the second week is gonna be Julianne San Jose. And we're just going to alternate those weeks up until the last day. Like the last day of that week, we'll do the reaction together, but the rest of the week will alternate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I need to write this one. I filmed this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
We be pre-filming.
I know.
We be getting it done.
I know. Jeez.
I'm super excited.
I know. I'm actually really excited about this.
I'm super excited about December.
Yeah.
I mean, for lots of reasons.
December.
Yeah, it's great. There are plenty of reasons to be happy. And we just have so much about to go down.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I just realized the significance of December, like for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
Okay. It's gonna be her year anniversary with her boyfriend. Oh, my friends are gonna die.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spells. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I was really feeling myself yesterday. I took a lot of pictures. So if y'all follow me on Instagram, be prepared. I'm gonna try to post like either today or tomorrow.
This week is our 11 months, yeah. And then next month is our anniversary.
Wow.
I have to start thinking about. He doesn't watch these, so it's fine. Whatever I talk about. I have to think about what to get him because I have 0 ideas right now.
Whoa.
I know. Ow.
Did I?
I need to stop touching.
Did
my
you
face.
send it to my Instagram or
Or
to
the Lovely Wolf Instagram?
I mean, either way, I should have gotten a notification.
I didn't get any today for the Lovely Wolf, so I'm gonna assume that it was yours. Also, I love Spells. I love the fact that you use the word Slade. I just want to point that out. But yeah, I just started thinking about what on earth I'm gonna get him. I don't know. He likes, things that I don't know enough about to be accurate. Like nice pens, nice knives for cooking like sushi and stuff. Oh my god, you got the letter and the postcard on the same day? What does that even mean? How, Postal Service? But I'm glad you got them. You know what? It's fine because you got them. But why would they arrive? They were sent like a month apart. Oh my god.
And Mark, yes, I see the message. So
what? I'm
maybe
sorry.
I'll react to it this week. We'll see, because I have a reaction this Wednesday.
Why would they come on the same day? Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you got it because that means you have your sticker now. And I think today we're going to be writing our next ones for November. How funny. Whew. So yeah, that's probably a good thing to react to this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, like I said, this is the last week. So Nadia will be doing the reaction.
And Sunday. Which I know what I'm doing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is that like Michael? Is that who you're asking? The letter went via North Carolina and the postcard. Why would it go via North Carolina? We do not live in North Carolina.
Nope.
Weird. Okay. Well, that also means that the postcard is working. Like that's better. So that's good. I think. What a world. Ah, such is life. Yeah, Budakel. Who is that? Ooh, this month we renew our PO box. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Nadia will be doing the reaction on Wednesday and the thing on Sunday, and then we're taking the next 2 weeks off. Really? That's also weird. Why would I do that?
I thought you did.
I thought I did. Although at this point I can't remember. And also it was the first time I was ever writing an international address. So I'm sorry it took so long. I'm really sorry. Ooh. But yeah, explain who Budakel is. Are you talking about Michael? Because he's the only person I've ever seen Kel used for. Basically. Basically spells. That's basically how it works. My English teachers? Oof. That's not a word.
Us? Wait,
What I just said, oof, that was not a word. That was slang. Not a proper word. It was slang. If Kazakhstan. Nice. So I am guessing you found us from Dimash.
Nah. We love Dimash.
Yeah, and I will speak slower because when you are learning a new language, that is probably the most difficult part.
Yes.
Is native speakers speak faster than you can translate.
Yeah. Even though other people of the world say that we talk slow.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Especially, I heard it's especially for people from California.
I thought that was the opposite. I thought California was one of the faster ones.
Really?
And then the rest of
I thought like New York was fast.
Mm.
And then, yeah, I've heard people say that we talk really slow. Yeah.
That's probably just the stereotype of surfers.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Newsflash. We're not all surfers. In fact, it's a dying sport here.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. I can name maybe one person I know.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I do remember we did one reaction with those 3 guys, I think.
I think I did. Or you did. Or we did?
It was a while ago. That much I know.
I remember Daryl. Wait, no, yeah, I did.
You did, yeah.
Wasn't the what's her name? Wasn't the girl there also?
Was it Julianne San Jose also?
No. Because I remember the first name. Because I remember I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to say it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. And Irene has a new cover. What did she cover?
You can always look that up. And also, that's a good question. Well, I don't know if that should be a question. When I was pre-filming for December, the Fourth Impact ones I did, I actually had to go back quite a bit because 1, we haven't really reacted to what they started with. And then 2, we had done so many of their recent things. I did one thing that doesn't even have all the members. So, and they weren't Fourth Impact yet.
If you see the shower curtain. Yep. I do my reactions in my bathroom because that's where the lighting is.
Yes, Nadia's here now.
Nods. It's your girl.
I mean, since you're watching this, I'll go ahead and, since you guys are here for the live stream, although there are people who rewatch these, but you get to know first. For Fourth Impact, I recorded a reaction to Bang Bang live, Listen live, and Crazy Dance. Like 4 minute.
Whoa.
Yeah. They covered 4 minutes Crazy.
Oh my gosh, I love that song.
So I watched that. I reacted to that. I will not tell you the Julianne San Jose ones yet. I am also super excited to start recording our other creators' videos.
Yeah, because we got good stuff.
Kat has one on the docket, and Olivia has 3, which she hasn't done one by herself before.
Nope.
But I'm thinking there's only one of these that would be by herself out of the 3 videos.
Thank you. What was my last Halloween one?
What was my last one?
Yeah. I don't know if you were here earlier when I said it, but I'm planning on posting either today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Because I took pictures yesterday because I cut my hair. Which, like, I'm looking at it and I think I didn't go to my normal stylist, and I think this side is longer than this side. Which I'm trying not to think about it too much because it's not. Well,
you also flipped your hair.
I did because it still looked longer still. So I thought if I flipped it over a little bit, it would like help even it out. But no, I think it's all around just a little bit longer.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's hair.
It's hair.
It'll grow back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nadia's much more active on Instagram than I am. Yes. As far as posting goes.
It's one of those, it's like my only it's not my only social media, but like it's the only social media where I actually care about like the followers and likes, which is like weird because the other ones I don't. I probably should for Twitter, but like I don't care. Well, I don't care for Twitter just because I'm mostly on my Stan account. Oh yeah.
I reacted to a live performance of it that they did recently at a festival. So at the very least, it's a little different.
I saw Simon Cowell's name and I instantly got heated again. Simon Cowell did some.
He's been not great lately.
Oh my gosh, as of late. But I mean, has he ever been? Well, anyway. Spells, you're from the UK, right? Did you hear about his announcement of, I'm sorry, of UK pop?
The entirety of the K-pop community was clowning him for that. Because it makes 0 sense.
Makes no sense.
And also would be very rude to all the many UK bands and girl groups and guy groups that have come before that have made huge international waves for him to come here and say that it's now the UK's time.
I know.
Like, I'm sorry. Did we forget about the Beatles already? Like, what do you mean?
I know. And like, I heard that like, because did you hear about how Little Mix and like all that?
Right.
Yeah.
Little Mix is arguably the biggest girl group in the world right now.
Yeah.
So I don't understand where he comes from saying that the UK isn't having any presence right now.
Yeah. And I heard that Little Mix is also having their own show, like their own like music show to like find like people and stuff. So, and Simon Cowell has never been like nice to them. So I'm just like,
yeah. And also, his idea of having a show to put this together is not a new idea.
No.
So for him to act like it is ridiculous.
I know.
The idea to bring together a group through a show is predominantly done for most groups in China, Japan, and Korea. So, no sense.
It's just all around Stupid.
Megan McKenna.
Yeah, the Little Mix show starts next year, and then the band, X Factor, the band, he's like doing like right now.
Mm.
I think he was like, "We're doing this now," and like all that, and I was like, geez. I don't know. I just think he really like low key. I mean, yeah, I feel like he really low key exposed himself this time because he upfront said, like, called out K-pop,
Yeah.
basically, and like his xenophobia really showed, like in that. It was just like, it was uncomfortably funny to watch the video of him proclaiming the X Factor, the band, and Twitter ripped him a new
Hi!
Hi! Oh my gosh, hi.
We don't often get Canadian viewers.
I know, it's like every once in a while.
Every once in a while, there's someone from Canada. I'm like,
Oh
sup?
my gosh, like I want to go.
I want to go.
We could. I mean, it's not that far. We have. Both of us have passports.
We do.
Yeah, money,
Money,
and
time. Ooh. What if we made a... We've never talked about this before. Just let me preface by saying we've never talked about this before. And I'm just pulling this out of nowhere. What if, as a graduation present, we go to Canada together?
I'm down! Oh my gosh! Dude, I'm down. My graduation?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down.
Graduation.
I know, but bro, I'm down. Canada, 2022.
Yeah.
Hola.
Get that.
What? Was he? Is
Spells. This is us reacting to Spells saying Simon Cowell is claiming that the Little Mix show was his idea.
Sis.
Oh wow, that video was only 4 months ago. Wow, it feels like it was so much longer.
Yeah, One Sweet Day. Katrina. Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah. I
Katrina.
remember that. I do remember.
4 months ago. Why does it feel like it was like half a year ago or even more? Time. Oh, that's so weird. That's...
My friend sent a picture of a pink thing and said, "Would you say that this is purple?" So like our group chat.
That's very much pink.
That is pink.
Also, to the person that said hola, you just reminded me. Last night, I can tell the story.
Yeah.
Last night, I actually went to one of my aunt's house because 2 of my great aunts were here from Mexico. So I had to practice Spanish and make conversation in Spanish.
He said I had to practice. Made me think of 안녕하세요. See, I practice.
Yeah.
Hello. I practice.
Practice. Oh.
I did not go because I had other plans. Because I didn't know about
So
it.
I vaguely heard, or I saw on Twitter that like Instagram, I saw a tweet that was like, Instagram is ruining its platform in front of our eyes. I didn't know what it was talking about. And you saying that they want to remove the like feature, how will this affect users, your opinion? So with just that statement alone, I would say it would affect users, especially influencers who
have brand deals.
Brand deals. And I wouldn't leave because I don't actively pursue following on Instagram. So it wouldn't really affect me personally. But my question is, if they remove the like feature, does that mean they're adding a feature with multiple emotions, kind of like Facebook?
Yeah.
Because that, I don't think I'm for. I was going to say I was for, but then I thought about all the repercussions that could happen if they had some negative emotions.
Yeah. That's true.
Spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it made me think. Like if they added like dislikes or like angry faces or whatever.
I know, because Facebook has an angry face.
Yeah. To Instagram, I feel like that would be more detrimental to people's well-being than it is on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because Facebook has so many articles and things that you can justify having those reactions versus just pictures.
Yeah. And like Instagram, I mean, like most social media sites, Instagram is like they have like promotional things and like people go on there for like promotional reasons and stuff. So how will they know if they're gaining an audience? Like,
I can't see them removing the like entirely.
yeah.
I can only see them changing it.
Yeah, making it something else.
And you're right, Facebook owns Instagram. I forget often that is true. I am 23.
I am 19.
I often forget that I am 23. And then I say it out loud, and then I have a moment of panic.
I always want to say 18 still. And I'm turning 20 in like 2 months. I know. Every time I say that, it gets a little more real. And
because I am terrible.
Like yesterday, wait, this is like doesn't have to do with that. Yesterday, Camille was in my room, right? We were just like talking in there, just like playing like a game. And Camille was the whole time waiting for her boyfriend to get here. And we were in there for a long time. And then we come out and then Camille goes into her room and he's sitting in here. And I just hear Camille go, "How long have you been here?"
He was like, "Oh, you were having fun in Nadia's room. I didn't want to interrupt sister time." And I was like, "Well, tell me you're here."
He was just sitting in.
He was sitting in here playing on his Switch, so he was fine. But like, I was like, why would you choose this option? It's because he heard me yelling at Nadia for playing. She was playing this phone game completely wrong.
I was.
Did he eventually bring sushi? We all went out for sushi. Well, technically. I mean, we went to a sushi place, like me and his favorite sushi place near us, because I wanted Nadia to try this thing called chirashi bowl, which is like poke bowls, if you've ever had that, on steroids.
Poke is just like sushi undone.
Yeah.
In a bowl.
So it's just like a bunch of raw fish on top of sushi rice. And the map is not up because, yes, I am terrible and I have not put it up yet. But I also haven't gotten the pins for like to mark it. All right, spells. I'll make a promise right now. This is me, Pinky, promising you that I will put it up today.
Oh, I don't. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, plus my whole life has been a third wheel experience, not gonna lie. But like with them, like it's not like that.
Yeah. We're not very like touchy in public, I guess.
Yeah. Pinky promise is just like when you're making a promise and then like you go like this
use your
this,
pinkies.
Yeah, this I don't know why it is, but like you just signify
this particular phalange
promise. Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact, I take pinky promises super seriously. Like if I pinky promise something, I'ma do it. And a lot of people are like that. Yeah.
I was so mad. The last time, so I went to England in 2014 and it was on a school trip. So everything was pre-decided. However, there was an option for us to go to the castle that parts of Harry Potter were filmed in. It was just like an extra $100 on our package. And we were paired with another school. My school, the people in my group decided they didn't want to pay that. So then I couldn't go, but the other school went and I was so upset because I was like, can I just like pay and join them? Like, I don't even care. But upsetting.
Ugh. Uncultured swine.
I know. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense why it feels so long for me. So I was like, why do I feel this was forever ago? It's so hard. when you film so much, to put things in order in your head. At this point, I cannot remember because we've been doing this for almost 3 years.
Yeah, the chronology. Chronology. The timeline is all messed up.
Oh my god.
Chronologicality. I don't even know if that's a word. But yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
rainbow. You're right,
Chronology? Oh, okay.
Both of us did the same thing.
Chronology.
That's very sweet, Spells.
No. Stop it.
Where's Roger?
I know.
Do your adults practice it too? Sometimes. I wouldn't say everyone does, but like
it's mostly like a kid. Like
yeah,
like
you're
an adult.
right.
An adult will do it to a kid. Like
That's true.
Pinky swear.
Mhm.
Like
adults will do it to kids. Adults to other adults probably just reserve that for like under age 24.
Yeah, it's a thing in the young generation.
Mhm. But Nadia was singing Pinky Promise because
Pinky Promise.
my favorite young girl group in K-pop, Busters, their last single was called Pinky Promise, and it was amazing. I was so proud of them. I love them very much.
I get that song stuck in my head so often because I love it. Like it's such a good song.
Great song.
Yeah.
She's gonna pass.
I am. I only passed out once in my life.
Oh yeah.
So kind of. Why are you laughing?
Because I didn't see it.
That's right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Tell the story.
So okay. Like I've mentioned many times before on this channel, I have anxiety, like really, really bad. And in 2015, like the summer, it was like bad. And I was in church and like I was trying to like do my breathing exercises. And then one of my breathing exercises that I practiced at the time, it's not the best. It was like I would take a deep breath in and just like hold it for as long as I could, just to like it, because in my head it relieved tension in my chest for some reason. I don't know how. And then I would just like breathe it out. And so like I was doing that all throughout church. And then on our way home from church, I was doing it also. And then I got out of my car and I was holding my breath as I got out of the car. And then like I was walking up to like the porch of my house and like
I'm in front of her, so I don't see this happen.
And I remember letting out my breath. And like every time I would do this, like my vision would go a little black because I'm slightly anemic.
And she's holding her breath.
I'm 15, okay. And then like I remember looking at like the hedge that's like by, like in the lawn, and like I remember my vision going black. And the next thing I know, I'm like on the pavement, and my mom's like, Nadia, just like yelling at me. My parents on both sides, and I'm just like, and then I start crying because I don't know what happened. And like my glasses are like on the grass. So yeah, my dad explained it as me stopping and then just like if this is like my backside and like this is the pavement, of me just like stopping and then just like it's like falling. I had this big bump on the back. My family calls it a huevo because that means egg in Spanish, but it's like this big bump on the back of my head from the pavement. It hurt. So I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm laughing because it's all your fault. Like, it wasn't like your body, like something happened wrong.
Yeah, no,
it was
my
you.
fault.
Like, that's why it was funny.
Yeah, so I don't hold my breath anymore. I have other breathing exercises. But yeah, it was quite the experience. Because like, wow, I've never like fast forward through time like that before.
Hey, get this negative energy out of here. Like, anyone can say Pinky Promise.
Okay, boomer.
Okay. That is totally up to you, Spells. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say yes or no to that.
Yeah.
That is your decision, homie.
It depends on how much you want to surprise her, honestly. I very often, I shouldn't say very often, the last couple of Christmases, I give Nadia's presents pretty early because I can't
She can't contain it.
handle it. And yeah, two, but they've been pretty big ones. Like, so I like to film them.
Yeah.
My favorite one is still the Panic at the Disco
Oh
one.
yeah.
When I got her Panic at the Disco tickets, or us Panic at the Disco tickets, because she didn't even realize where it was.
I know,
So-
it like fell out. Yeah.
It's such a good video.
Sometimes I'm even worse. Like I want to give people their gifts like as soon as I buy it.
Yeah.
Like, I can wait a couple days at least.
I know.
Yeah.
I got frustrated because I bought part of your Christmas gift this week, and I thought that maybe it would take longer, but then I saw the shipping, and I was like, "Ugh, it's gonna be here very soon."
At least wait till December, Camille. This for 2 months. Whoa! Wait, what? Whoa! Wait, what? Hang on a second.
You know what's so funny is Nadia had Harry Potter cast members in her dream last
I
night.
did. Dude, I'm a psychic. I'm telling you. I just keep being proven day after day that I am a psychic. Spells. Man, who are you? Like
I don't. How? Like, how did you manage that? Nadia EXE.
Stopped working. I'm happy, I swear. Like I just need to make that clear. Like I'm horrible when people give me things.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. So thank you.
It's like me with death.
Oh my gosh.
I'm terrible. I can't do it.
With death, with hospitals, like Camille and I are just like, so I'll see you later. But spells. And the juxtaposition of these two comments.
I know. Like the two comments were. How do I keep going?
I don't know. I don't know what
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what to do. Wow. Okay. I'll wrap my head around this,
Mhm.
and I'll express my gratitude in the next postcard. So, wow,
My hands are sweaty.
mom spaghetti.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to move past this
Yeah.
with this next chat. What do you know about chiropractic adjustment? A little, in the sense that I've had experience with chiropractors because I don't have a great back, and also when I was playing sports, I had to go every season. Like every time, I think it was like mid-season, my back would just be like, nope. So then I had to go get adjusted, and I generally have back problems, so I have to make sure I do yoga and stuff for it. I should go to the chiropractor, I just haven't. Definitely can't
Don't
read
know what
Russian.
that means.
Oh my god. Wild.
I'm speechless. Every time I see the word, I have
Over
to-
the edge and just breathless.
two different songs, two
So-
great songs. But
I didn't try to get the conspiracy palette because I knew it was going to be a whole thing. And plus, I was trying to save money for possible tour dates next year. But background.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
I have a coworker / friend. His name is Tim. He had a birthday recently, and for his birthday, I got him the newest Lego Millennium Falcon, and it was like kind of expensive, like normally $200, but since the place we work at was selling them, I got it discounted. And he was so ridiculously grateful. He was like, "We're in a gift war now." And I was like, "Bro, you don't want to start this with me." And he was like, "Maybe I do want to start this with you." So he texted me on the day of the palette release because I had been talking about it. And he was like, "Oh, are you going to try to get the palette?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm going to save, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then later, he tells me, he was like, "So I couldn't get the palette, but I've got the mini palette for you. It's coming in a week." And I was like, I wasn't even trying. I had been reading the tweets all day about all the problems with the first release, which none of which were either Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson's fault. They were just poor planning from the websites. But yeah, so I'm getting the mini palette, and I'm very excited. And I have to retaliate because he also managed to get me something else this week. And I was like, "Excuse me?" Like, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. But he also got me this Koya Pop Funko. However, he did buy one for himself, so I guess that's at least a little better.
Yeah. And I didn't try getting the conspiracy palette. I really, really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite member of One Direction is finally releasing an album, and he released like dates for his first tour, like as a solo artist. And like I told myself that I wasn't going to see any of the One Direction members solo until I saw him first. So, and then his tickets went on sale the same day. So I was like, okay, there won't be another chance to get tickets. There will be another chance to get the palette. Mm-hmm. So
I do figure out I will get the conspiracy palette eventually.
Yeah, I want to get the whole collection.
Yeah.
To be honest. So yeah, Louis Tomlinson. Love him.
Spine. My spine's okay. Nadia's spine's not okay.
I have scoliosis.
Yeah.
It goes like this.
The bags, they're so cute. I wanted the makeup bags so bad. I want so many things. And then the merch, they re-released it and then it just sold out in 20 minutes. Wild.
You speak to like Lottie?
Spells, what goes on in your life?
I know.
Who are you? Like, what?
You also had the experience with like Johnny Depp.
Right.
Yeah.
What was your job? Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah. As far as like the merch goes, I want the backpack, sweater.
Phoebe and Daisy. How old are Phoebe and Daisy? They have Instagram? Okay. I follow Lottie. She's pretty.
Oh, I wanted to try. I mean, I don't think it'll let me. Maybe it will. Oh, so I can. I mean, it doesn't matter. So I'll say this again since there's more of you here. The reason I named this live stream Super Stickers is because YouTube sent us an email saying that super stickers were now a thing. And I was like, oh, I'll wait till Nadia comes and we'll see. We'll try it. Because there was like super chat before where they would like highlight. I mean, it still exists. They highlight your chat. But apparently there's these stickers. And I'm looking at them now and they're pretty cute. And oh my God, me. Since they are like paid for stickers. So I assume me sending it to me just whatever.
It wouldn't work.
So I'm going to let you guys see what this looks like. Ooh, it's doing this thing, asking for me to purchase. I mean, me paying me. Okay. Hello? Did it send? There it is! Look at how cute these super stickers are. Fashion icons.
K-pop.
That's true. Secure the bag. True. Here's the thing. I love dressing in black clothes. And it's very hard for me to stray from that. However, there's a way I want to dress. I would say someone who I very much like all that they wear is Jimin from BTS. That's who would be like my fashion icon. As far as women go, I don't know.
Yeah, I just am someone that I take like inspiration from like everything as far as like fashion goes.
Mm-hmm.
Camille tells me that my fashion sense is the most like Jin's from BTS, which I agree with actually. But yeah, all the members of BTS.
Fourth Impact does have great fashion.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and honestly, like whatever is popular, like I like that. Because it is not bad to be basic. Things are basic for a reason because people like it. Like that's why. And I also take a lot of like inspiration from like past decades. Like my favorite is like the 80s, 70s ish. I like that style.
I know I follow a couple of like Instagram type models.
Oh yeah.
But they're like they're plus size models. And I really just followed them to see like how clothes would look, but they also just wear brighter colors than I do. Exactly. Their Fourth Impact's outfits are made by their mom, which makes them even more special. So it's just I'd say that yes, they are fashion icons, and it would be hard for me to emulate it, but I do love everything they do. And I love their hair. Their hair icons for me.
Oh my
honestly.
God. Hair and makeup for me. I love their every time I watch a video of them, I'm always like, oh, their hair, their makeup. Oh, it's so nice.
When there's no blah, 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 it's difficult to find motivation to learn it. True. Physically not in the US, I'm hanging out on native speakers streams.
That's smart.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, their hair colors are awesome. I've reverted my hair back to a dark color. It's hard to tell on the stream at all, although you can kind of see like through the sun. What I did was the bottom part of my hair was super light. My hair is like dark brown because I don't go out in the sun, so it stays dark brown. But the end of it had been like kind of blonde, kind of light brown, kind of everything. And I went to the store and I found midnight black with blue streaks. So that's what I did. I put it on my whole head, and in the sun, like the bottom of my hair, there's parts of it that are like more blue, and then the rest of it is just basically black.
It looks really pretty.
I'm really liking it.
On Facebook? Like the video? Because I know that I reacted to the audio of that, right?
You did?
So, yeah, because there wasn't a video. There was just audio. And people were telling me, like, it's on Facebook. And I was like, okay, well. I didn't... if someone, like, sends a link, yeah, I'll look at it. But, like, I probably won't react to it because, one, I already did the... audio, and two, if there's no video on YouTube, it's probably for a reason, and I don't want to get like in trouble.
There is an actual video on Facebook, so I have to look for it.
Yeah, I can look into it. But yeah, it'd be something that I watch on my own time.
Yay!
That's awesome. Are you a Sagittarius? Because that would make a lot of sense. I mean, Capricorn would also make sense too. But are you a Sagittarius?
You know, Jenna and Julian recently did a podcast where they guest celebrities' astrology signs.
Oh my gosh.
And it
wait,
was
I need to
really
listen to
funny.
it. Can we listen to it on the way to pick up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really funny. Especially because like neither of them truly really know any of the signs. So it was like them trying like looking at the basic traits of each sign and being like, well, he's like this, and like, you know.
Dude, I want to
It's
do
funny.
something like that.
It was really funny.
Yeah. You are a Sagittarius. That makes a lot of sense. That like you'd be in situations like, oh yeah, I just
Same day as
casually
Walt
talked
Disney.
to the Tomlinsons, and like, oh yeah, I hung out with Johnny Depp. Like Sagittarians, man, you can't control what they do. And that's cool. Walt Disney was a Sagittarius. That's funny.
Fourth Impact is in some problems now. They have stopped communicating with their management company, BAM.
Whoa.
What happened?
Why?
Hi, Roger! Roger, did you get your postcard? I need to know.
Please tell us.
I mean,
yes.
you're in the US, so it's
Yeah.
much simpler, apparently.
But
But
still.
I just need to know. It sounds like the only person who hasn't gotten theirs is Mark, who is in Australia. And that this was the first time we were sending to him. But it was also a postcard. I don't know.
Yeah, and Australia is like far.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like over the date line, right? Or is that New
Yes.
Zealand?
I think.
Yeah.
I think because I watched the Try Guys video yesterday because they're not currently in Australia, but they're posting that. And I think they said like, oh, we lost a day.
Yeah.
So I think so.
Must be both New Zealand and Australia. Take a shower. Woo-hoo.
That's interesting though. Was that the management company that was producing their EP? Because that makes me nervous.
Oh yeah, the EP. Is
Mhm.
that still like
Good. Roger got the card.
Yay.
Cool. Guys, if you didn't know, that postcard, part of it glows in the dark. I know I said it the last live stream, but I thought I'd mention it again. That's true. It's been a while since we've gone to Dimash. We'll
I
probably
know.
do some of his in December because we're taking the last 2 weeks of November off. So there's only one more reaction this month, and Nadia is going to be doing Almira. Is that what it was? Almira
Yeah.
Stone Cold. So a Fourth Impact one.
There's like an eyelash in my eye.
Here, recommend what Dimash song would you like to see us react to in December? And I will write it down in my planner. Just turn to December here. How many languages do I speak? I would say 2 and learning a 3rd. My Spanish is, I speak English, and my Spanish is probably like, I'd say like a teenager. Like maybe like a pre-teenager, like a 10-year-old Spanish, you know? Like I don't know all the vocabulary, but I'm fairly certain when conjugating and like talking to people.
Yeah, I speak English, and I would say like I can speak Spanish, but I'm much more comfortable listening than I am responding. And then I'm learning Korean. I think at this point I know more Korean than I do Spanish, which stresses me out, but you know, that's where I'm at right now.
Screaming Idol hits on his channel where he has a surprise. All right. It looks like, oh, this is something, I just hit my hat. This is something new. For the week of December,
The month of December.
Our reactions are not going to be on Wednesday. They're going to be on Friday. So the first Friday that we have open for any type of reaction is December 20th. So on December 20th, we will do Screaming Idol hits. Screaming Idol hits. Thanks.
You signify that's Dimash.
Dimash. Pero sí necesitamos practicar español cada día. Every day.
I know.
Okay.
I was about to explain how every day me and mom try to do the thing, but
Oh,
I was
yeah.
about to say meio instead of. This is my problem. Okay, yeah, quick backstory. So this past Thursday, I had a tutor appointment with a native Korean speaker off of italki. It's a website. And she speaks English also, but like I remember it was a really difficult situation because we were speaking a lot of Korean and it was just hard for me to like keep up. But like my biggest problem when I'm speaking Korean is that like when I don't know a word and I'll immediately want to say it in Spanish because it's like in my brain, it's like I'm speaking a foreign language. So I don't know one word that I'm going to say it in the other foreign language that I know, which is Spanish. So my brain gets all sorts of jumbled up when I'm learning Korean because I'll be like switching off between Korean and Spanish, which is fairly impressive, but it'd be even more impressive if I could fluently speak both languages. But yeah, me and my mom, I always say to my mom, puro español, like we're only gonna speak Spanish. And she's like, sí. And then because our mom is like pretty fluent in it.
Both of our parents are fluent.
Yeah. And but then we always forget. That's just my problem. Like I want to commit to it, but I just keep forgetting to speak it. So.
You're a writer. Spells. A writer for what?
Screenwriter?
Something that you have to sign an NDA for. Actually, now that I think about it, is it still called an NDA in the UK?
I don't know what that means.
An NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. I've had to sign NDAs before.
I have not been serenaded.
I have also not been serenaded.
What's up with that? I'd like to have been serenaded.
Films and lyrics.
Interesting.
My boyfriend's not a singer. Or he doesn't play any instruments, so he wouldn't be able to serenade me. I can barely get him to speak other languages to me.
Yeah, I have not been serenaded. I have been dramatically asked to homecoming. That's a fun story. I'll tell that real quick. I was dating someone my senior year in high school who I will say very boring, a very boring person. But he was nice. And they wanted to ask me to homecoming, and I was in theater, and so I'm like always in the drama room. And then like, so he got all of my friends and my drama teacher involved in it. And like one of my friends was like talking to me during lunch, and then she like took me to the back of the theater. And so then like my theater teacher opened the door, and then she hands me a rose. And then I'm walking down like the steps of like the audience, and like all my friends are there and they're all handing me roses. And then the guy comes out from the curtains and like with more roses. And then there are like two people on stage holding like posters. I still have them. I forgot what they say, but it was something Hamilton related, like asking me to homecoming. And I must say, I hold that very close to my heart because that's the first time I've ever been asked to a dance before. So, yeah.
Should we talk about my botched prom asking?
Yes! Yes!
It's fair game now. So, when I was a senior in high school, as I've already mentioned in this live stream, I went on a Europe trip with my school. My boyfriend at the time also went on this Europe trip. So he thought, which rightly so, his idea was great. The execution was a little elusive. So that trip consisted of the cities, London, Paris, Assisi, Florence, and Rome. He wanted to ask me to prom in Paris, which is a great idea. Truly. I will not fight that. However, when we were in Paris, we had a couple hours to like explore the city, and during which time the plan originally was that because my best friend also my best friend went on this trip. So, you know, he had help. Um, the the plan was to find a love lock bridge like there are in Paris, and then on the lock have like prom and put it on for him to ask me prom. That was the original idea. However, it did not happen because he forgot the lock. So they struggled to find a place for us to buy a lock without me noticing because I am also there. And then find a bridge. It didn't happen. They did find a lock, but then we ran out of time to find a bridge. So instead, they decided while we were back at the hotel that they were just going to ask me or like make a makeshift sign, and then he was just going to ask me like on the balcony of our room. So they do that, and it's all right. It was just sort of like he's standing out there with this poster and some of my favorite candy, and I accept that. And they told me later that like the plan was much different and much more romantic. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So then when we came back
He tried again.
from Europe, he tried again. He did not need to try again.
No.
I was totally fine with the prom asking that I had gotten. But instead,
He had me involved this
he
time.
got Nadia involved this time. So I guess I should just have you tell this
I don't
side.
remember.
No? Okay.
I don't really remember
So-
what happened.
And at this point, it's also kind of vague for me. So instead, after one of my softball practices, I came home and there were the flowers, the lotus flowers from Mulan, hidden around my house with like different things that I liked. And it all led up to him in the backyard with a very long pieces of signs with different words that I think were from Mulan, if I'm remembering correctly. And then him re-asking me to prom.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember from that experience was him texting me, and after every sentence, he had an exclamation point and a question mark.
Oh, yes.
I remember that
He
specifically.
did text very strangely.
And because I thought it was so weird.
Yeah.
I was like, are you freaking out? Like, and then I also remember I was really excited because I was involved.
Mhm.
And I'm like 14, so I'm just like, oh my god. And I remember taking pictures like of them from like my perch in a tree. But yeah, I don't remember any of that though.
I mean, both times were great attempts, but unnecessary.
Yeah.
I was also never the type to want the big askings, and he had already done quite a
Right.
few for like homecoming and stuff. So like he literally could have just asked me to prom. My thing was like you could have just like asked when we were like standing in front of the Eiffel Tower or something. Like that would be a good enough story if I ever needed to tell this story. But here I am telling two botched ones, which is fine. And if you want to build a character based on us two, go ahead.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
give you permission for my likeness.
Yeah. See. And Spells said it earlier. Yes, someone should serenade me a cappella. That'd be
I know.
beautiful.
Acapella singing Roses in Starbucks.
Yeah, and pizza. And Disney involved somehow.
For reference, my favorite flowers are not lilies, tulips. I would say like tulips, different color roses, so like not red or white, and then sunflowers.
I love roses. But to be honest, I don't really like to say that they're my favorite flower just because I think flowers are really pretty in general and I can't really
That's
choose
true.
one. But yeah, I do love roses. And I'm different from I do love I'm a performer, so like I do love the big but I just never had dates.
So, hi, Catherine. Your
Oh,
last
yeah.
name, I'm
Wait, where is
struggling
it? Where
right
is
here.
it? Laksamana?
Is it Catherine Laksamana?
Laksamana. Well, hi, Catherine.
Hi.
I hope you're doing well.
Mhm.
Um,
It is fun that I get to tell stories like that now.
I know.
though. Now that it's so far back in the past.
I'm glad I have the one story. I'm glad it happened because I was actually really afraid I was going to end my K through 12 experience without ever having been asked to a dance. So I'm glad that happened. Um, Tragic that I wasn't that into the person, but it's okay.
Tragic.
At least it happened.
Being proposed to with a ring being in a Starbucks drink. I have genuinely never been able to decide the best way to be proposed to.
Me neither, but I know for a fact I would not be into my ring being in my food. I know I've never really.
I do know that I have now learned that I don't want I don't want a new diamond ring. Yeah. I saw these really cool, there was a really cool jeweler in LA who basically redoes or repurposes engagement rings and normal rings from like the 1920s and on. So then she makes them new, but they're still the same jewels. So no human life is lost on them. Dang, I was never asked. I am so sorry. There are a lot of people who never get asked, and I think it's strange. Like, there's so many beautiful people who never get asked or kissed or anything, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. As someone who was kind of like that, I don't get it either. I'm like, I'm nice. I just don't talk to people. That was just my thing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever
ends up happening.
Yeah. Whatever woman decides to propose to me, I would just want it to be meaningful.
I know. That's the thing. It's so broad.
Yeah. Like, I like big displays, but I feel like for marriage, it would just need to be something that is meaningful, I guess. Like, but I'm in love with them, so whatever happens, I'm sure I'll just be like,
yeah. Like, people ask me about it now because I'm 23, which is way too young. I know. Yesterday at the table at my family's house, one of my cousins said that like two of my cousins were talking about like what age, and one cousin is, I think, Nadia's age, maybe a year younger. She's like 18. And then my other cousin is like in her 30s, and they're talking, and this cousin who's in her 30s has already been divorced and is in another relationship. And this one obviously hasn't been married yet and doesn't have very much experience. And they're talking about what is the proper age. And then, and I'm sitting there, and the 18-year-old says 23. And I was like, do not bring me into this. And she says 23, between 23 and 27. And my 30-year-old cousin is like, or not at all. Because she said it took 3 years to get out of her marriage. And I was like, she like looks at me and she's like, not at all. And I'm like, I'm not getting married at any point soon, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's just really subjective.
Yeah.
But what I will disagree with is, I don't know how it's like in like other countries, but here I feel like our generation feels really rushed all the time, and everyone feels like they're running out of time and that they need to get married right now. And it's like, if you're 20 and you're not in a serious relationship, then something's wrong, which I completely disagree with. Yeah, it's a horrible mindset of thinking, and a lot of people end up settling, which I also don't agree with also. So yeah, me personally, I feel like a good age is when I am economically in a good place.
Exactly. And that's what our 30-ish year old cousin was saying. She was like, to the 18-year-old, she was like, 23 was great for them. And she's pointing, who they're not listening, thankfully. It was like mom and dad. She was like, it was great for them, but it doesn't make sense for us. And I was like,
yeah. Because it really depends, like, on your situation. Like, our parents, they got married really young, and they were like high school sweethearts and stuff. But it's like, one, it was a different time, and they were just, ready, I suppose. So
the world was smaller.
Yeah, the world was smaller, and like, they're doing fine. So
financially stable would be the time that I would feel comfortable getting
Yeah.
married. But I also don't feel any particular like I have to do that.
Yeah.
That's not really in my brain. And the other day, I went with my boyfriend he was getting like a new bank account. So I went to the bank with him and I'm sitting there and the teller who's signing him up is like, "Oh, is this going to be your account or a joint account?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not signing up." She's like, "Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were like the wife or the girlfriend." And I was like, "The
Ah.
wife." And then we leave and I was like, "I have never been referred to as the possible wife, and I don't like it. I'm too young."
Something's been in my eye. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I thankfully don't feel any
No, there's nothing there.
okay. I thankfully don't feel any rush either. Like I'm almost 20 and I haven't been in a serious relationship in years. So like I'm not currently like in one either. So I'm just like I'm chilling. Like I don't feel the need to. So I'm just like
Thank you, Roger.
oh, thanks.
Yeah. I honestly, before my current boyfriend, I never really got that talk from any of my aunts, but recently they have been asking me like, "Oh, is this relationship like serious or like do you see a future or like getting married?" And I'm like, "Why are you asking me this now? Like, is it because now I'm 23?" Like, I don't get it. And I think they also ask because my boyfriend is so much older than me, and that apparently makes a difference. But that would be our thoughts on that.
Yeah.
That tangent.
I know. With that, it's been over an hour.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, so we should probably get going. Wait, what time is it?
11:34.
That is 23. It's definitely not 23. Okay, guys.
Okay, everyone, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming to our live stream. And if you scroll back up, you can see my little dog super chat sticker. That's what they are. And I'm grateful. Exactly. Age matters not when it comes to love. Thank you. Have up on romance. No search of real people. Okay, I need to stop reading your guys' chat. Bye. We love you very much. See you soon.